everybody, this is EarthBound, and welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound. In the last episode, we went back to the past. Oh, we went through the past for the first time. And entered the Cave of the Past, using the Phase Distorter 2. The Phase Distorter 2 took us to the Cave of the Past. And the Phase Distorter 3 took us to the past of the Caves of the Past. I'm overcomplicating things, aren't I? We're going to go into this sphere and go into the next area. Oh, right off the bat we get two enemies. I don't want to fight two enemies. I only want to fight one at the most if I have to. Well, looks like I'm going to have to fight two anyway. So, see you guys in a minute. Okay, we're back. Well, for the time being anyway. Okay, here we have a new enemy, the Bionic Kraken. This is actually where we can get Ness's ultimate bat from. It's a 1 in 128th drop. I really can't recommend anything because I really haven't fought these guys enough to really know their strategy. We'll use Just a Spy so at least we know a little bit. What I'm going to do right here, since this guy, I'm pretty sure has PP, I'm going to use Magnet Omega, because we're going to need that. Since defense, okay, so it's not really weak or immune to anything. Ouch. Ooh. Oh, I only hit two. Your best bet for this, in this case, is just bash his brains in, and hope you get a crit. That always works. Yeah, it didn't drop the bat. With that said, we're going to enter the final area of the game. And before I actually do that, I'm going to use Life Omega to heal everyone up. I'm also going to go into goods and use a magic tart on Pooh. Yep. That should put us up for enough. And here we enter Gigas' lair. One thing I didn't know, I didn't think you could do this, but you could actually travel up these little tube-like areas. I didn't think you could. I thought they were just there for decoration, but you can. Just a thought. Not really important though. Nothing's in on them. You can just go up the straight path. Which, yeah. You go up here, and we're finally gonna see Gigas in the flesh. I wonder what he's gonna look like. And he looks like our face. Strange. Oh god, no, it's Pokey! Ness, are you surprised? It's me, Pokey. I assist only the strong and able. That's Pokey. You guys look pathetic. The Apple of Enlightenment has already made a prediction. But I don't let that Apple of Enlightenment prediction take place. You guys will be beaten by Gigas. Gigas will be stronger and more powerful entity than any other. Why? Because of me. I was led by Gigas and now I'm here. The Apple of Enlightenment couldn't predict this. Master Gigas? No, Gigas is no longer the wielder of evil. He has become the embodiment of evil himself, which he cannot control on his own. He is the evil power. Yeah, okay. Real quick here, you're gonna see, Gigas actually, and a heavily armed Pokey. As you can tell, Pokey looks a little different than you would expect him to look. That's because the Phase Distorter he stole, he went back in time with it, and well, going back and forward through time changes you and ages you. So yeah, it's weird. What we want to do here is, actually I'm trying to, here we go. We want to use paralysis on, what is that? Oh, I'm going to use paralysis on Pokey, and pretty much freeze on Pokey. Everyone else needs to attack Pokey as well. I think, no, don't need anything from Pooh. So yeah, basically just attack Pokey for this section. Paralysis, I believe, does affect should also put up, just realized, a psychic shield. Yeah, we basically want to hit Pokey, because Pokey's going to be the one we're going to be worried about. Also, I think if you hit Gigas, then you take damage yourself. He'll ping damage at you. Now, this form of Gigas, he's not Gigas yet. This is actually the Devil's Machine or something like that. It's actually trapping Pokey. Gigas, excuse me. So we hit Pokey. There's a psychic shield that's going to be deflected. I think another thing we can do, I'm going to go ahead and use Rockin'. Whoa. Flash. And Breathe. Actually, I probably want to... actually, I'm going to go ahead and use that on Paula. Ah! My stupid controller. That. That. And that. Really, as long as we keep our psychic shield up, we'll be okay. Pokey can't really do anything heavy to us, but since Gigas continues to our attacks back at us, we want to attack Pokey. Also, at this point, I understand you guys are already claiming to be heroes. Well, it's a gazillion years too late, too early for you to oppose Gigas. You must feel pretty stupid to keep fighting without even knowing what Gigas looks like. If you were to ever see Gigas, you'd be so petrified with fear, you'd never be able to run away. That's how scary it is. So, if you want me to turn off the Devil's Machine, well, prepare to be amazed. And here is the true form of Gigas. It's the red mist you see. So isn't this terrifying? I'm terrified too. Gigas cannot think rationally anymore, and he isn't even aware of what he's doing now. His own mind was destroyed by his incredible power. What an almighty idiot. Yep, that's what he is. And you will be just another meal to him. Okay, so, for this form, go all out, but don't waste everything. Magnet does not work. He doesn't have PP, which is strange because he uses psychic attacks. So yeah. One thing I highly suggest you use, Brain Shock on him. It amazingly is one of the few things that actually works. Yes, he said. You cannot grasp the true form of Gigas. It didn't hit anyone. Brain Shock will actually hurt him. Actually damage him. Not damage him, but it will cause him to damage himself. So yeah, it is very convenient, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and, whoops, what did I just sit there? Oh, I was about to use the ATM card. I'm gonna use the magic pudding on Paula to keep her PP up a little bit. We'll go ahead and use freeze again on him. Keep using heavy bazooka since we didn't have the foresight to get multi-bottle rockets. And we might as well finish this up with Starstorm Omega. This is able to move. Paul tried to freeze Omega. Ah, it didn't freeze him. Oh, Pokey is back. You must truly be at the end of your rope. In this bizarre dimension, you four are the only force fighting for justice. And here you stand, waiting to be burned up with the rest of the garbage in this universe. Ha! That's so sad, I can't help but shed a tear. You know, my heart is beating incredibly fast. must be experiencing absolute terror. Do you want to scream for help here in the dark? Why not call your mommy, Ness? Say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm so frightened. I thought I was going to wet my pants. I know you have telepathy or something, so just try and call for help. You pathetically weak heroes of so-called justice. No one will help you now. Don't worry, your pitiful suffering will be over soon. Call for help. That's not a bad idea. Okay. So, call for help. Okay, so basically in this stage, we can't really do anything to Gigas anymore. Your best bet, have Ness heal everybody. We're actually gonna put up, yeah, Shield Omega, or Sigma, and defend, and Pooh's gonna need the brain food lunch. Okay, so at this point forward, what we need to do is exactly what Pokey said. We need to cry out for help. Well, how do we do that? Well, we use the pray command that Paula has. Everyone else should pretty much just defend. I'm so sad, Ness. You cannot grasp the true form of Gigas' attack, and of course, it hits us. Paula prays from the bottom of her heart. Please give us strength. If it is possible, please. Somebody help us. And we get the start of the cutscenes. This is actually one of the most interesting ways to do a boss fight in this game. Or in any game, really. Everyone in Saturn Valley gathers to pray for our help. All the Mr. Saturns felt a new startling feeling they had never experienced before, and they all started praying for the safety of Ness and his friends. This is where things start getting a little easy if you know what to do. Gigas' came unstable. Gigas, I already read that part. We're gonna defend again. Paul's gonna pray some more. We're gonna defend. And, you know, I think we can still use Brain Shock on him. Might as well try once more. And look, Pooh's health is all the way up again. Nice. Oh, and I think everyone recovered health. No, not everyone recovered health. How did Ness? Oh, now I remember the brain food button. Did not work on anyone. No, except for Jeff and Pooh. Okay, there we go. Paul prays from the bottom of your heart. Please give us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. This is basically what you want to do from here on out. Ooh, here we have the Runaway 5. Suddenly, one of the Runaway 5 felt something stop him, and he prayed fervently for the safety of Ness and his friends. And 42 HP of damage to Gigas. Everyone else is on guard. Trying to remember which one does what. I think that would be enough to get rid of it. We're gonna pray again. You know, we might as well spy just to see what's up with that. And defend. Who's on guard? Arrgh! Ah! It hurts! Ness! Ness! Paul prays from the bottom of her heart. That dialogue you're seeing that Gigas is saying is, actually, the creator of the Mother series, I can't remember his name. Shiget something Itoi. I can't pronounce Japanese names. Once, when he was a kid, saw a adult movie, And that's kind of how he felt after seeing it. Thank goodness he went into, actually it's not game design, this is like the only games he actually worked on. So yeah. Paula's father thought he somehow heard his daughter's voice, and prayed sincerely for the safety of Paula and her friends. 87 HP of damage. Just by some Gigas, offense, defense, susceptible brain shock. Yeah. Think about the brain shock. The reason I said this battle earlier, that this battle really doesn't matter what level you are, because you gotta pray a certain number of times to defeat him. I believe it's like 12 or 13. But the interesting thing is with, go back, it hurts. The interesting thing about the brain shock is that occasionally Gigas will deal damage to himself. Which means he still has HP. He still has a set amount of HP that needs to be depleted before he can finish himself off. As you can tell, the damage will get higher and higher. He'll do damage, and if you have the psychic, if you have brain shock on him, he'll do damage to himself occasionally. Which means less times to pray. It's actually very convenient for an LP if it would actually work in that sense. But suddenly, Tony felt anxious about Jeff, and he prayed strongly for the safety of Jeff and his friends. 205 damage to Gigas. Jeff's on guard and has tried healing through fine soft crying. Okay. Again, like I said, any kind of attack is going to be pretty much pointless because it'll either do nothing or reflect back to you. I just want to make sure I hit pray instead of defend. So sadness. Brain-ness. Power person, bottom of her heart. Please grant power anyone who can hear our plea, help us. Ooh, we're in Dahlem now. And one of Pooh's many fangirls. Oh. And all the fangirls. The young woman in Dahlem woke from a dream in which Prince Pooh died, and she began to pray for the well-being of Pooh and his friends. Well, that won't get any fangirls to start praying for... Okay, I gotta stop picking on others. Oddly enough, I don't think Gigas has attacked yet. He's just been... I'm trying to make sure to remember to pray. I don't know why I'm... This is acting unusual. I'm so sad. Ness. Cannot grasp the form of Gigas' attack. Do not work on Gigas. See, that one would have actually dealt damage to him if it did something. So yeah. Ooh, we're at a random burger stand, and this video is going on for a long time, isn't it? Suddenly, Frank recalled Ness's shining young face. Oh, I didn't see Frank there. And began to pray diligently for the safety of Ness and his friends. We're getting close to the end of this. This might end up being a long video. 818 points of HP to Gigas. And, actually, to prevent this video from getting too long, I think I'm going to go ahead and split the video. So, yeah, I will see you guys probably in a couple minutes. Oh, a couple minutes for me. I don't know how long for you guys.